Three Rivers Archery, your longbow and recurve experts.
Today we're going to show you how to install a nocking point on your new recurve bow. Now this can be applied to any traditional bow, whether it's a longbow or a recurve. The tools that you're going to need are a T-square, nock pliers, and at least one nocking point. We're using a brass nocking point here. I like him because it creates a very set and solid nocking point. You don't have to worry about it sliding around as much. So what you start out with is you take your recurve and your T-square and you just clip that to the string. Now it will be flush here on this side, or on this end against it for a nice 90-degree angle, and you just slide it to where the arrow is going to sit. If it's an elevator rest, it will be higher, and it's good to note that. So right there. And then what we do is, for a little tip, you can take a nocking point and pinch it a little bit just so it's kind of a closed C. That way it doesn't roll around in the string as much, but you need it still loose enough to where it's easier to work with. And this one's nice and snug. First thing you do want to check, though, forgot to mention, is your brace height. And the brace height is a measurement from the string to the valley of the grip. Now for a takedown recurve like the Karen here, this one is just under 8 inches, if not at 8 inches. Very sweet spot to be. You want to be anywhere between 7.5 and 8.5. Now bows will be a bit different, so you're going to have to play with it to see what your bow wants to do. But right around 8 here is a great starting point. So again, we check where we have that, make sure it's how the arrow is going to sit on there so we have it nice and flush. And then our measurement, we're going to set this up for split finger shooting, and there we go 5/8 above center. And center is the base of the T-square. So 5/8 up. This one has a nice ruler on it, so we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically the bottom of the nock is going to be at the top of that ruler. Now if you are a 3-finger undershooter, putting all 3 fingers under instead of 1 above and 2 below, you're going to go about 1/8 inch higher to make it a 1/2 inch off center. With the way that you're putting pressure on the limbs in that, that's usually what's needed to help keep good balance and get you good arrow flight. But play around with it. Maybe your bow is going to act different than others will, and your shooting style will have a lot to go into it. But here's how we're going to set this one up. Since we have a nice good hold there, we're just going to do a little bit of a squeeze. Then we're going to check, make sure everything stayed where it did, or where it's supposed to. Pop the T-square off. And then using the different teeth that we have on our nocking pliers here, we're just going to slowly squeeze it closed. Now we do not want where this is on pinching the string and you're crushing the fibers of the strands, but just where it's not going to move, have a strong, snug hold to it. And I'll go just real light pressure usually with the smaller jaws here, just so I know that it's in place. And making sure that it stays level and parallel with the arrow shelf here, just so that your nock's not angled. Now right now, this is ready to shoot just as it is. You would nock the arrow underneath this nock, and then for split finger, like I said, 2 below, 1 above, and be able to shoot. For those that want a little bit more security or worried about pinching the arrow nock when you're shooting, great for beginners and youth in that don't watch for it, is we have a second nock point. And what you do is take your arrow, or a arrow, especially there that you intend to shoot, nock it as you normally would, put this underneath, then slide up. You don't want to be collapsed snug against the arrow nock, but close, because this is to help prevent pinching the arrow nock. So you just want it positioned nice for that. And that doesn't matter as much just because we're more worried about back here. But we have that. Take our arrow off, and just like before, snug it in place. There you have a double nock set. So your bow is ready to shoot. Now if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. We'll be happy to answer them. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you really like the video, please hit the share button to share with your friends and family. I'm Jonathan Karch with Three Rivers Archery. Thanks for watching.